Right, welcome guys. So this is just a very quick basic tutorial on how to set a base up on our server. Now we are running base building plus mod, so there is a couple of things that people can do on different servers to disable and enable certain functions of the mod. This is just solely for my server, so I'm going to show you how to get going, because there's a couple of people who don't know how to build, or for anybody who does not know how to build. If this runs similar to your servers, please feel free to share this to your members as well, so they can learn how to build. But on my server, you cannot build unless you've got a flagpole down, so you're going to want to craft a flagpole and place your flag. Now when you place the flagpole down, try and get the center where you want, because on my server the flagpoles are much smaller and do come with 100 slots. So once you've got your flag down, you'll see it's just popped up in the top left hand corner saying you entered your territory. You're then going to want to go and get a base building book. Now you can get these two ways. First way is to find it by looting farm buildings or industrial buildings. Loot points, them industrial or farm loot points, and you can find a base building craft book. Or you can place the flagpole down. Once you place the flagpole down, you can press Ctrl and L. Or you can press the M and press achievements, and you will get an achievement that you can claim. It'll be up here, and that will give you a base building book. You can only do that the one time, so if you want to move base or something, you need to make sure you keep hold of your book. So what you're going to need is your base building book and then a stack of planks, and then you're going to craft your base building book by combining the two together. And you're going to get a workbench kit. You're going to place your workbench kit down. I'm just going to place this anywhere for now, just because of test purposes. You can lower and heighten all base building objects, so walls, doors, everything. So once you place your workbench down, you can then grab your book. You have to put your book on the workbench. You're then going to want to come over and get your stack of nails, your planks, and a saw. You're going to attach these to the workbench. So you're going to want to put the saw, the planks and the nails onto the workbench, and then when you press read on the workbench, you'll see you've got all these different options, and these are all different options you can build stuff with. We're just going to stick to the basics of base building right now. We're not going to get into all tier 3 doors and so on. Don't want the video to be very long. I want it to be short and helpful. So you're going to want to build yourself a door kit. So you're going to craft it, and then once you craft it, you'll notice that the door kit is placed on top of the workbench. The workbench will deduct the amount of items it takes to craft, and it tells you how much it is to craft here. 3 nails and 3 blanks to build the kit. Once you've built a kit, you can then deploy your kit like this, and you can press the left button to make the kit bigger or smaller. So it'll be a big kit or a smaller kit. Now I'm going to go with a smaller kit. I'll get into this in a second. I need to put this back to this. I'll show you what that is in a minute. So once you've built your kit, you're going to place your door down. You're going to rotate your door with your wheel, and you're just going to drop your door in place. Once you've dropped your door in place, you're then going to want to get your nails and your hatchet and your planks, and you're going to want to attach them to the door like so. And then you're going to get the option to build the door frame. So you're going to build the door, you're going to build the door frame, you're going to build the wall for the door, and then you're going to build the door itself, and then you have a door. You can do big doors, well, a door with a wall attached to it, or you can just do a single door with no wall attached to it, and this helps it from poking out of side of buildings if you're trying to be discreet. So if we come back over here and build a wall kit, we can grab our wall kit and we can come over here and we can go to place it. Now if you notice, because we've enabled it to be smaller, we want it to be bigger, so we just press the left button again. Now you're going to want to rotate your wall. You're going to want to make sure that the inside of the wall is facing inside of your base. So you're just going to rotate it around until it's on the right angle. And as you can notice here, it can go up and down on the wall, and you can get it pretty flush to the floor. But if you can't for some reason, you can use the page up and page down buttons to adjust the walls. And then you're going to place that, and then you're going to do the same as before. You're going to put your planks and your nails onto the door, and then you're going to build the wall. Make sure you get your placement right. You don't really want it to be poking out of the base like so. You don't really want it you want it nice and neat. So you can build log walls by placing logs to them, or you can place plank walls. if you place planks on it. You can also build sheet metal walls, which is tier 2 walls, or you can build concrete walls, which is tier 3 walls. On my server, you don't need to build tier 3 walls, only tier 3 doors, because we're door only raiding. Now, here's an example of what you can come up with when you build a base. So, obviously, you can build all your walls, your foundations for your floors, which if I grab a foundation kit, I'll just show you real quick. As I've started over here, so we place down our foundation. That's a bit of a funky little word there. I don't know what the fuck that was about. So yeah, you can place down your foundation where you want it, and then you can press the left button, the down button to enable snapping. Now, when you enable snapping, whenever you look at a placement or another hologram you've placed, you can use the wheel on your mouse to rotate and move the item around to attach to different areas, and this helps get your build all nice and neat and straight and flat. And that is basically how you would do that. Right, now once you have that sorted and the foundations in place, you can build your base on top. Once you started building your base on top, you know, you build your doors, you can build your walls, you can build windows. Each window you'll have to build the frame, then the wall, then the window, then the bars, and then the window actual frame. And that is how you would build a base. It's dead easy, dead simple. And if you wanted to build, for some reason, an item on an angle like this, what you would do is you would grab your kit, so we wanted to build, let's just say for example, a window kit. Let's grab a window kit. So we grab a window kit and we run up onto our base up here. We can place the window kit so it's here like this, and then we can press the up button and then enable advanced rotation, and we can press pitch and then press escape, and then when you rotate, it will actually rotate up and down. And this is decent if you want to place a window just like this. So you build your window frame, you build your bars, you build your wall, you build your hatch, and this is decent if you want to build like a little window that looks out onto your door. And that is the basics of building a base with Base Building Plus. I hope this helps you out. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask me. I may do a video on tier 3 doors and stuff like that. We'll see about it. But yeah, this is how you would do it, and all the kits you need to build can be crafted from your workbench. There we go. And then you'd craft your kit, and then obviously this one is a fence kit, so you would need to play a metal kit, so you would need to place sheet metal instead of planks. But that's basically it. I hope this helps, guys. See you in the next one.